Morning guys, Monday the 10th of May. Bit of a nip in the air, it's quite early so. Thinking when I did my live yesterday, comment that somebody had made as well. They were saying they were hard to get on with, and I had sort of challenged that statement in terms of I think that also there is another part of the phrase, it's sort of like I'm very hard to get on with, so I was challenging it, saying, well, first of all, if you're going to say that about yourself, then you know that will communicate to other people, so you are already creating a bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy. Also, if we hold on to statements like that, we tend to look for evidence to support it. And also mentioned about perhaps, you know, being a bit more flexible in the language perhaps that's used. So for example, rather than saying, you know, I'm very hard to get on with, you know, you could sort of, a starting point could be I may find it hard to sometimes communicate what I want or what I want to say or my needs at times. So the man at times is not taking it to extremes in terms of ways of thinking. It opens up the flexibility more, and also keeps open the sense of you know, your sense of identity and what you're communicating and what you're about. And it also got me thinking about other phrases that we and others may use. So for example, I always put others first before myself. Another one might be, I'm a very strong person. I've often said previously, when it comes to have been on the receiving end, for example, of coaching, is oh, you know, I can be not so much challenging, but I think I can sort of be quite, because I process out loud, I think at times it can be quite challenging for perhaps other coaches to be able to get quite, you know, in there, straight to the point, and do it at the right sort of time in the right way. But these statements that I'm talking about, I think they can also have an element of feeding a bit of ego as well. You know, like I always put others before myself. I'm, you know, a strong person. I can be quite challenging to deal with. I can be hard to get on with. There is almost some, or can be, some sense of a bit of pride in that, but that pride is not necessarily coming from a healthy place in terms of looking after your own mental well-being. You know, you can be, as I said previously, you can be a strong, you know, you're a fairly strong person, but if you keep putting that message out there all the time, then that means that sometimes other people might not necessarily share their vulnerabilities with you in the same way, because they may feel a bit embarrassed or a bit like, oh gosh, what will that person think of me, because they're obviously really strong, so they've always got it together. Or if somebody's, you know, saying things like, oh, I always put others before myself, well then that message sort of can communicate, well, I'll do whatever it takes for others, I'll bend over backwards, and can actually leave the person open to being taken for a ride, being abused or manipulated in some way, taken for granted, if you like. Whereas, you know, if the person came from a perspective of, I, you know, also show and demonstrate that I look after myself first, so that I'm role modelling that, and therefore then I'm in a better position to help others. That also communicates clearer boundaries, and actually the person's less likely to get taken for granted. They're probably also more likely to make better informed decisions about, you know, who they choose to help and how they choose to help as well. So yeah, I'm just got me thinking about the sort of statements we make, how that connects with our sense of identity, but at times that may not always be particularly healthy, and perhaps looking at ways at times of challenging what that means for us, challenging what that may mean in terms of the messages we may be communicating to others, directly or indirectly, and how that then results and relates in what we get back from how others communicate with us as well. So food for thought this morning about statements you're making about yourself. Are they really that healthy for you? What messages do they create? And perhaps what do you need to challenge in that for yourself, and including that there may be some may need to be some shift in the language that we use about ourselves, you know, in terms of the I am always like this, I should do this, I must do this, very sort of pressuring words that put a sense of pressure and sometimes a bit stress as well, and almost too much expectations on ourselves as well. So have a think about this, guys, on this mindful moochy meandering Monday. It's actually talking of Monday and M's, it's just remembered then at a moment, it's Mental Health Awareness Week as well. And if I remember rightly, over the weekend I saw somewhere where it says hashtag, I'm sure it's connecting to nature was part of the theme. So about what getting outside in nature can offer for your mental well-being. Certainly, as I said before, it offers me perspective, and also physically as well, sort of lifts you. That's what I'm doing right now, walking Willow. So you also think about, when I'm talking about the messages we say about ourselves and what that communicates, perhaps also consider, well, how does that connect and link to your own mental well-being? And what do you need to do to look after your mental health today, tomorrow, this week? Mental health, mental well-being means many things, but I think right now, in terms of what I'm sharing, I'm talking about one aspect, which is about challenging our way of thinking and challenging how we talk about ourselves, so that we can be more open, more flexible, more kinder with ourselves and others. That's what it means for me today. So try and find an opportunity today, guys, to reconnect with nature. And I shall speak to you later. Take care, bye.